Hello everyone. We are going to have another talk today. This could be seen as a repetition, but anyway, we want to emphasize something, especially to our newcomers to the human resources field, especially the young practitioners. What I want to emphasize today is on two major things. One is the grievance procedure in any organization. I think to many, we do not practice this anymore. But whereas if you see in the 80s and 90s, especially in the collective agreements, we had a clause on grievance procedure and how any problem was brought up to the management, especially by the staff, of course, with the help of the union. Now, I think this is almost like forgotten. And what happens is so many things happen. I mean, when you read the newspapers, you read about incidences and things that have come up. You read about how people try to do so many things like illegal recording of a conversation, which is bad. All right. You want to do a recording of a person, you should ask the person's permission and go ahead and do. But what is all this? What does it tantamount to? It tantamounts to one thing, that we are actually not following the grievance procedure, especially the human resource practitioners, the youngsters especially. You should emphasize this. I will try, but anyhow, we can always draw up a grievance procedure to be put into your notice board or your handbook or whatever. So anybody with a problem can always bring it up. How to bring it up? Which step? If they've got the problem against their own heads of department, which is the next step that they should bring up the procedure, the problem to, and hopefully that this can be settled, all right, and settled in an amicable manner. And it is the duty and functions of the human resource practitioner, the human resource manager, or the executive, or anybody in the human resource department to ensure that we follow this smooth thing of the grievance procedure. So please pay attention to it. Please have talks with your staff and introduce this grievance procedure. All right, the other thing that I want to talk about is, especially now, the same thing comes up again when the staff threatens, I am going to go to the labor department. Please, for heaven's sake, don't instill this fear in you and make it into a phobia, all right? The labor department or the IR department are very nice people, and you can go and talk to them. And even if you have done a mistake, you learn from mistakes, and nobody is going to crucify you or do anything to you, all right? They're not going to hit you, all right? Everybody make mistakes in life. Only when you make mistakes, you learn, all right? So, but don't try and, in any chat groups anyway, or call up your friend and ask, yeah, I've got this problem, how am I going to solve it? No. If you feel you have got the senses in you, the simple common senses, if you think this is how it is done, go and do it. If you're wrong, so what? Nothing wrong. You learn. You only learn when you make mistakes. So please, don't take this fear about this department or that department, and don't let especially the employees, to come and hold you to ransom. No, it should never be done. There is no way that they can hold you to ransom. All right? So please, I urge all of you, all right, as young human resource practitioners coming up, be brave, all right? Face the world. There's nothing to be frightened. We all came through that. So even if you make mistakes, you learn from mistakes. All right? So if they come and tell you that we are going to the labor department, say, please go. And if possible, you say, I'll come along with you if you want. All right? So let's learn. We learn from mistakes, but we will come up. And I assure you that. All right? And all the best. Thank you.